The other day we talked about how to find the area of an irregular polygon, and I showed you one strategy, which was to decompose the shape into some familiar shapes and then add all of those areas up. So today I'm going to show you a different strategy called negative space, or using negative space. Let's say we have this figure here and we want to know the area of it. Step one would be to draw a quadrilateral around the shape that's given, as close to the shape as you possibly can. You don't want to include any extra space if you don't have to, but you do want to make sure that you have right angles so that you have some sort of a rectangle or a square around that figure. And then you're going to calculate the area of this entire square. You can see I've done that here. It's 30 square units. Your next step is going to be to take a look at all of the little bits and pieces outside of the figure that you're looking for, but inside the quadrilateral that you drew. So you can see I've color-coded here. I have a triangle on this corner, another triangle here, there's a rectangle that I can find the area of here, and another rectangle, and finally another triangle up here. And so you take the entire area of the whole quadrilateral, which we figured out in the step above was 30 square units, and you subtract each of these little pieces from it. So it's like you figured out this whole thing, and now you're going to take away this, and take away this, and take away this, so that all you're left with is the area of the figure that you started with originally. You can see that I've done the work for that over here. 30 units squared for my whole quadrilateral minus the bits and pieces that I calculated, and then I end up with a total area of 17 square units for this figure here. This is going to come in handy when we start to see quadrilaterals that are on a coordinate grid, like when you're planning your city park and you're working for the city council. Your park may not line up perfectly with the blocks on your city. It may go diagonally across some of those blocks, and so you'll need to know how to use this negative space idea to find the area of your park, perhaps. So this area here, I want you to just pause the video and see if you can figure out the area of this square, and then hit play when you're done and we'll go through it together. Okay, I'm going to find out the area of this whole square around the square that I'm looking for here. I see this square that I've drawn, my external square that includes some negative space, is 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 3 by 3. 3 units times 3 units is going to be 9 square units, so that's the area of this whole big square. I really only want the area of those little ones, so now I have to find out what these triangles are and subtract them. All these triangles are congruent, they're the same area, so I can just calculate the area of 1 and then multiply that by 4. This triangle here has a base of 1 and a height of 2, so if I use my formula, 1/2 base times height, I can see that the triangle has an area of 1 square unit. Like I said, there are 4 of them though, so all of my triangles together are going to have an area of 4 square units. And then I'm going to subtract the 4 square units of my negative space from the 9 square units of my big square. 9 minus 4 is 5, so the area of my small square is 5 square units.